Welcome to Amplify MP, the network built to celebrate the people, the places, and the everyday moments that make Mount Pleasant a great place to call home. My name is Mike Heaton, your co-host, here as always with Matt Bryant.
Hello, Mike.
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
We're rolling.
We're one day further along.
I know, it's a little crazy.
Yeah.
It's a busy day today. A lot of stuff happened last night to get to, as well as coming up this week. But first, you should know that Amplify MP is sponsored by Midwest Old Threshers. Thank you to Terry, Grant, and all the great people out there on the grounds at Old Threshers for making it a staple of our community. Matt Bryant.
Yes, sir.
You want to give us the 411?
I sure do.
All right.
The 411, Henry County Supervisor Primary Election Forum is Tuesday, May 12th, which is today at 5:30 at the Heatlade Auditorium. I do have to make note that this is an event that is open to chamber members only, but they are having a primary election forum today at 5:30. So if you are a chamber member, head on over there. Mount Pleasant High School Spring Concert will be in the high school gym tonight, starting at 7 p.m. There will be a ribbon cutting for the airport expansion project on Thursday, May 14th at noon.
I might head out to that. That actually sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I've driven out to East Lake, right, and just kind of poked my head over there and looked over there. It looks like there's some things happening over there.
Yeah, they've been doing construction for a while there and trying to get it all upgraded and updated to where it needs to be. And I like to go out there and, walk the dog, play disc golf and stuff at East Lake Park across the street.
Sure.
And between the planes going in and the construction work, it's been a long journey over there as they've gotten everything settled down. But I'm excited because people don't really know that it has a big impact in our community economically and so on.
Even small airports absolutely do have a big impact, more than you think they do.
Yeah, it's exciting. Go on out, do the ribbon cutting.
Absolutely. So this Friday, head over to the Salem Elementary School Carnival from 5 to 8 p.m. Everyone is welcome with free admission, a petting zoo, games, dunk tank, bounce houses, food, live and silent auctions, and more.
Awesome.
So that sounds like a good event. The Mount Pleasant Golf and Country Club is hosting a prime rib dinner on Saturday with 2 seatings at 6 and 7:30. It's open to anyone. It does not specifically say that you need to reserve a spot, although you do. So I wrote this beforehand and I didn't update it, but I saw something on Facebook yesterday that says spots are filling fast. Okay. So you probably should reserve your spot, absolutely reserve your spot if you want to go to that. And a free breakfast for veterans and active military will be at the Mount Pleasant Hy-Vee on Wednesday, May 20th from 6 to 10 a.m. in celebration of America's 250th anniversary.
Nice.
So that's what's going on. Now, I got a lot more that we'll get to tomorrow and throughout the week. I will make a quick note that I scour everywhere I can think to scour to find these events, largely on Facebook, but I look at other people's Facebook pages and events, and I look at websites, and I do this stuff. I'm inevitably going to miss something. So please, if you want it on the show, we're happy to get it on, but you need to send an email to us at contact@amplify-mp.com. At least 1 week prior helps us out, but we don't know what we don't know. So help us out.
Sure. I'm also going to add to that list of stuff.
I was going to add to it too.
Oh, Kellen, what do you got? What do you got, Kellen?
It's very cold in here.
It's cold?
It's cold in the Bell Center.
Yeah,
it's cold in the.
Yes. He's letting us know that. Just letting us know it's cold down here.
Yep.
Okay. In case the video is shaking a little bit, we're downstairs in the basement.
Well, I also wanted to explain why Matt is wearing a jacket.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the basement level, so we get all the cooler air coming down to this side of things.
It's a light jacket. It's just a very light jacket.
When it's 80 degrees outside.
Just to take the chill off a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, the upside of that is it is not hot in here, and it
is not.
It is warm outside.
Oh, yeah. I told you, I'm trying to keep that chiller off. I haven't turned the chiller on yet, even though it's cold and 80 degrees today. Haven't turned the chiller on. Keeping it off. So I want to add to it, don't forget about our incredible weekend extravaganza coming up on Memorial Day weekend. Just not this weekend, but the following weekend, where we got the swap meet at Old Threshers, followed by the Jeremy Nunez comedy extravaganza, we'll call it, the evening of comedy. It's a dry bar comic. Jeremy Nunez will be here in Mount Pleasant doing his thing. You can get tickets at our website at amplify-mp.com, followed by more swap meet on Saturday, as well as the farmhouse gathering. I never get the name correctly.
Vintage.
The vintage farmhouse thing that Main Street's putting on downtown with vendors. Be a really awesome thing. Followed that evening by Stringfield down at Oakland Mills at the Lulu's Landing. And then you still have 2 days left to enjoy your weekend.
I know there's a golf. I don't have it on the list. I was going to put it on later, but there's a golf tournament open to anybody on Monday.
On Monday, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're filling in that weekend really quick. Sign up for all those things. Make sure you make plans to stay in town and do that if you are in town, to do all those things and to welcome people into town, because we have quite a few people coming to town for the swap meet in general. So it's going to be a great weekend in a week and a half from now. That said, right after this, we have a great feature. I was really excited to meet with the guys over at Farm Bureau. And Mike Welcher and Tony Starr. Mike's a good buddy of mine I grew up with. Tony's a neighbor of mine.
Sure.
Yeah, two really good guys, and got to sit down with them and talk to them about their connections with the community. We meet with businesses, nonprofits, all kinds of folks, but really it's about that connection to the community that matters to us here at Amplify MP. And so we get back from commercial, we're going to talk about what they did with one of the Iowa Wesleyan buildings after Iowa Wesleyan closed. So we'll be right back with your Dream Home Furniture and Floors feature after this commercial.
Bring the kids and share the memories at the 2026 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Experience the sights, sounds, and traditions of steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, and more. First visit or a family tradition. Enjoy home-style food, the excitement of an Old West shootout, and nightly entertainment. For generations, this is where memories are made. Celebrate history and make new memories at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, September 3rd through 7th in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
Welcome back to Amplify MP. Matt, I don't know how familiar you are. You went to college here.
I did.
Right, at Iowa Wesleyan.
I did.
Was the Willis Wrestling Facility part of your experience at all, or was that still Beaver's grocery store?
That was way after. It was a grocery store.
Yeah?
Yeah, when I was here.
Nice.
I think you're baiting me on something.
I am
I'm not going to go for it.
Not going to go for it? Oh, what I can tell you, what I've heard is that the Wesleyan students use the grocery store a lot. Quite a bit.
There's rumors about that.
There's rumors about it. They bought stuff there, obviously.
Yes.
It was known as Beaver's grocery store. It might have been a Piggly Wiggly. I can't quite remember at one point. But Beaver's also had a bunch of milk crates out back. And I know for fact, because I visited the campus occasionally, is that a lot of those athletes especially would borrow those milk crates at the back of the grocery store and use them to support their beds, act as furniture in the dorms, things like that. Do you remember ever seeing anything like that, Matt?
I can't confirm or deny.
Fair enough. Well, I had the honor of sitting down, as I mentioned earlier, with Mike Welcher and Tony Starr of the local Farm Bureau here in town, the agency, Farm Bureau Financial Services, and talking about their recent purchase of the old Willis Wrestling Facility, which used to be Beaver's Grocery, and how they renovated it and really kept it from becoming blight in our community. A lot of our buildings, people were worried about that happening.
Right.
And so we got to sit down with them and talk about that experience, why they did it, what sort of the benefits are to the community. And it's just a really good conversation with those guys.
Yep.
And so
you'll see on the video, but they did a great job on the renovation of that thing.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
We'll be, let's show the clip. When Iowa Wesleyan closed in 2023, the future of the Willis Wrestling Facility on Taft Street was in limbo. The community was worried the building would be left abandoned and become an eyesore. That is where Tony Starr and Mike Welcher with the Iowa Farm Bureau stepped in. They purchased the building and renovated it into office and rental space for their own agency and other Mount Pleasant area businesses.
We were over at that location at the four-way stop for, I don't know how many years. And then the opportunity when, unfortunately with the school closing, the opportunity to look at getting a facility and being able to get this building to kind of make it our permanent home, I guess you'd say. We definitely, Mike and I talked about it. We jumped on it and talked to the people that needed to be kind of talked to about what it would take and opportunities, and we're glad it worked out, yeah.
But for Mike and other Mount Pleasant natives, seeing the building be renovated was about more than preventing blight. It had an important history and deeper connections within the community.
We were able to purchase the building, and this building was built in 1981 by Max Beavers and the Beavers families. Definitely a good friend of family. Chris Beavers is one of my best friends, and
The building served as the main grocery store for the neighborhood and Iowa Wesleyan students for many years.
to be able to purchase it and renovate it and have an office here means even a little bit more than Tony and I owning our own building, just so we can preserve it and continue on what Max started.
In many ways for Tony, purchasing the building was a further investment into a community that had given back to his family for many years.
So yeah, I mean, the kids have been in the school system, the Mount Pleasant school system, their entire academic career, I guess you'd say. Definitely have just been involved multiple ways, especially on the sports side. I'm part of the Mount Pleasant Athletic Booster Club. I'm one of the board members on that, but then I've also helped coach the last 2 years. I've got to coach the high school girls, be an assistant with Kurt Watson and his team there, coaching the girls basketball.
Building on those great community relationships, Mike and Tony hope to take advantage of the building's recent renovations while continuing to grow their local Farm Bureau financial services agency, providing auto, home, business, and farm insurance services to Mount Pleasant residents and beyond. So I didn't actually know a lot of that backstory when I went to sit down with them, and I actually didn't know a lot about sort of how Mike came back to Mount Pleasant. He's a Panther grad, graduated in I think '96, back in the day, and how Tony came with his family to Mount Pleasant. I got to sit down and listen to them a little bit, and it's a similar story you hear from a lot of community members in terms of why people move to Mount Pleasant or move back to Mount Pleasant. What I loved about it was just the opportunity. There was some retiring or close to retirement age agents with Farm Bureau, and Tony came in and took it over eventually, and then he recruited Mike to come as well.
Nice.
And the part that I love about that is I had no idea they played basketball together at Mount Mercy and
in Cedar Rapids.
That's how they met. And so in a way, it's really interesting that Tony, who didn't grow up here, recruited Mike back home from Minneapolis, which is sort of fun in that storytelling piece of it. And it was neat to hear, Tony talk about basketball and coaching and things like that when he has such a robust background in college ball back in the day. Just really thankful for those guys. They care deeply about the community. They see it as more than just a job and what they do over there at Farm Bureau, not only in the services they're offering, but also just how they engage with the community. Do you guys have I know you lived in Washington for quite a while. Do they have a Farm Bureau there too, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah, a couple.
Same kind of connections with the community, people pretty involved?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, good. Just so you guys all know, that wasn't a paid advertisement. We work with our local businesses. We talk to them. We want to know how they're engaged with the community and why they're engaged with the community. So if you have a story you want to tell, or a local business that wants to tell their story about their connections to Mount Pleasant, shoot it in a Facebook post or a message to us, and we'll go take an interview. We'll find a connection to our community and why they're important, and we'll go from there. It's one of the parts I love most about this job is connecting the dots around how Mount Pleasant becomes a vibrant place for us to live. So thanks to Mike and Tony for that interview, and we'll be right back after this commercial.
Kids Snack Spills. Your furniture's got a front row seat to the chaos. Stain resistant and stylish? Need custom colors and a look that fits your family? Yep, we can do that. Furniture that is tough, stylish, and totally ready for whatever comes next from your dream home.
Welcome back to Amplify MP. I'm ready to get in the know. Matt, will you get us in the know?
Buckle up, kids. It's time to get in the know. Today is International Nurses Day. It is also Tuesday, the 12th day of May. I skipped right over the date and went right to the days of because we want to celebrate nurses right away.
Always. Almost to the point that I want to put like in a limerick.
Because it'd be a good day to do it because today is National Limerick Day.
What?
Who knew? It is also National Nutty Fudge Day. So Nutty Fudge Day is that's the one I will be participating in.
Nutty Fudge
today.
Okay.
Just get a piece of Nutty Fudge.
Is this where I sing you my song?
Well, do you have a limerick?
No.
Oh,
he had a poem, right? At one point.
I did.
You did a haiku.
The haiku day. Yes.
I should have read this earlier. I would have had a limerick ready for you.
Well, I don't have a limerick, so I just came up with the day. It's up to you guys to take it from there.
I might make one up and then have Kellen post it later on.
There you go.
We can do that.
Weather. We're going to get a high of around 81 today, but it'll be cloudy and windy this afternoon with a small chance of rain. Tomorrow and Thursday will be sunny and nice with highs in the mid 70s. We'll take that. And then rain moves in for the weekend. Sports. Last night, the Panther boys soccer team solidified back-to-back conference championships with a 1-0 win over Burlington. They will finish up the regular season at Burlington Notre Dame on Thursday before heading into postseason play. The Panther girls soccer team fell to Burlington 10-0. The girls have 3 games left with 2 at home next week. But let's pause on the boys soccer team just for a second. So they had clinched. We think we were pretty sure they clinched the conference tournament or championship a few games back, but now they've gone through. I think they went undefeated through the conference season, right? They with one tie, I believe.
One tie,
so.
right?
In conference play. But senior Dylan White, he's a mid forward on the Panther soccer team.
The GOAT.
He currently leads the state in goals with 32. Is tied for second in assists with 18, leads the state in points of 82. And I had to look that up, what points were different than goals, and maybe everybody knows this. I just didn't. But points is you get 2 points for every goal you score and 1 point for every assist, and you add those two together, and that gets you points. So he leads the state in points, and he leads the state in shots on goal with 99. And by the way, this is across all classes in Iowa. This is not just 3A. It's big schools, small schools, everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought it might just be the class of division.
Well, that's what I saw on Bound, and I had it set for all classes, everything. So as far as I know, he's leading the state.
And I want to throw in there too, 32 goals on 99 attempts is what that is, shots on goal.
Right.
Yeah.
That's an incredible percentage as well.
Yep.
That's almost 33% accuracy.
If
every
he's going to
time.
kick, there's a 1 in 3 chance it's going in.
Yeah.
And that's impressive.
Right.
There was one. Wasn't it Dylan that put it in from like the midway point of the field?
I think
the
so.
wind grabbed it just perfectly and right in the net.
Yeah.
But that's not all, folks. Aaron Humble also put a post out on the Mount Pleasant Boys Soccer Team Facebook page that he also now has 63 career goals, 37 career assists, and 165 career points to go along with him now holding the single season goal and single season assist record for the Panthers.
That's awesome.
So that's a pretty impressive resume for the senior, Dylan White.
And you can't do that by yourself.
Right.
Like you can be we've had a lot of fantastic players go through, but you have to be a good team and setting each other up in that way. And so that's really a compliment to not only Dylan, but in the training he's done, but to that entire team for playing soccer the right way and just playing it well to put him in the position to be able to have these records. It's quite impressive.
Absolutely. Tonight for sports, there are no events tonight, but both boys and girls golf teams tee off early tomorrow. The Panther girls will be in Washington for a conference tournament, and the boys begin postseason qualifying in Fairfield. And both those start tomorrow morning, kind of early, 9 and 10 o'clock, I think. This day in history, on this day in 1896, New York City passes the nation's first anti-spitting law to combat tuberculosis, imposing fines and jail time if you spit outside. And by 1910, more than 2,500 arrests had been made.
Wow.
2,500 people got arrested for spitting.
Wow. Did you happen to see like what the penalty would be?
Well, apparently jail.
Jail.
Well,
in
at
this
least
case.
jail.
Fines.
Fines and jail time. Yeah. I'm just curious, like how long spitting would get you locked up?
Well, I think if you took me there for an hour, I'd be like, come on, man, I just spit on the sidewalk. And they're like, well, but you're spreading tuberculosis. And I'd be like, okay.
It's a bad thing back then.
It's a bad thing back then. Quote of the day: gambling is a sure way of getting nothing for something, said Wilson Misner.
This is true.
Yeah.
And maybe funny, maybe not. I tried doing, this is true.
Okay.
Do you believe me?
No, but yeah.
This is true.
Go ahead, Matt.
I tried doing, I tried to do 100 setups, but I had to stop. My body just can't handle that kind of abuse.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This one that
I'm
was
going to give you. I'm going to say maybe it was funny. I actually enjoyed it. It got me a little bit upset at you, I think, somehow for some reason.
Well, why did you only try one? I mean, you could, in theory, put whatever number you want there if you
True.
didn't get there, right?
Yeah.
Why only 100? Why not 1,000?
I did 4.
Oh,
Hey, 4.
you know.
Hey, I would be happy with 4. That'd be
I did
good.
4.
Nice. Hey, y'all, remember to like, follow, share, and subscribe. And Matt, do you want to do the nice closing to this segment?
Oh, and now you were in the know.
Dang right.
I got all wrapped up in my own
the
joke,
joke was
and
so good.
I couldn't move on. That's my bad.
All good. All good. Hey, thank you all for watching us today on Amplify MP, and we'll see you tomorrow.